Every Thursday in Alameda Park from 2 to 7 p.m., something very special is happening. It's called a Neighborhood Navigation Center. This concept brings together different homeless service providers to help enrich their missions.
Bringing services directly to people. So whether we're talking about clothing or Doctors Without Walls or showers, how do we build a holistic kind of continuum so that people can have their immediate needs met and then be connected to long-term solutions like case management, mental health appointments, hospitals, those kind of things. So what we're trying to do is prove that point here and then kind of replicate this.
We got some nice men's jackets.
Walking through Alameda Park, you will see multiple organizations busily working to set up their services, covering all the bases needed for people who are experiencing homelessness. Among all these organizations and people, you will see some Westmont College students walking around and passing out food and engaging in conversations with people.
Today I just came down to see a couple of old faces, hand out just some waters and some bars. We had extras from the other night. There's never really a big mission, if you will, in any time that I come down to the park. Usually it's just to hang out with friends.
There are a total of 17 partners. A few of these are Westmont College, City Net, Doctors Without Walls, Showers of Blessing, Care for Paws, and Adam's Angels. Fueling the good work of these service providers are volunteers of all sorts, even neighbors who live a few blocks away from the park.
So the group here is Adam's Angels. Adam McKaig is the founder. He's a realtor in town. And basically when the pandemic started, his business was deemed kind of non-essential. So he was left with time on his hands and saw a need. A lot of facilities and organizations that traditionally help the homeless population in town were either in shutdown mode or just unavailable for a variety of reasons. So he started delivering groceries to people who were like shut-ins and whatnot, and saw a need for this particular community and the need for clothing and toiletries and kind of basic essentials, blankets and sleeping bags. So we started on the block over there, next block over, and I found the group initially I lived like 3 blocks that way, and happened to be walking by, and I asked what they were up to. This is probably late April of last year. And I wound up sticking around to help that afternoon, and I've been here basically every week since. And then the group has expanded from not only the clothing that we do every Thursday like we're doing right now, we also bag groceries on Monday nights and then distribute those bags of groceries throughout the community to different shelters and we've kind of collaborated with other groups like Showers of Blessing, which is a portable shower service, and we'll drop off 30 bags of groceries there and just making sure that people have enough to eat as well as clothing and things to keep dry.
With people's lives on hold during the pandemic, many have had some time on their hands that left them feeling motivated to make a difference, like Adam McKaig, who founded Adam's Angels, a program that came about around the beginning of the pandemic that is now a part of the Neighborhood Navigation Center.
We're here with Doctors Without Walls. We have Care for Paws that meets over there, so we're like a one-stop shop on Thursdays. We do go to 7 different locations from Carpinteria to Isla Vista throughout the week to give food, non-perishables, and clothing to our homeless guests in this part of the county.
During our time in the park, we got a chance to meet Courtney Cline, who's had first-hand experience receiving the services offered by these organizations.
There's doctors from the different clinics that are out here volunteering their time to work out here. And it's just a way for everybody to get the health care they need.
Doctors Without Walls is an organization that is a part of the continuum of care available at the Neighborhood Navigation Center. It was started 16 years ago in 2005 with the mission to provide medical services to those in need.
So in the beginning, there were 5 of us, and we all took off out of Pershing Park down along the beach, and we ended up at the end of the wharf, and we looked at each other and we said, what the heck are we doing? We have no idea what we're doing. And in that first year, we served 352 people. In 2020, we served 4,603 people with individual services, from hospitality items to conversation to medical help. We don't find them, they find us. The word has spread. We've learned that by showing up at the same place at the same time and being consistent, whether it's raining, whether it's a holiday, we are there. Our teams are there. They have come to depend on us. They know that even if it's just for a vital check, that they're still alive, that their heart is still beating, that their blood pressure's okay, that we're there to help them. This has been our success story. It's always being there and never diverting. And that's the thing that we're pushing on this Neighborhood Navigation Center. We're talking about showing up on the same night at the same time with the same services. So there's a continuum of services. This is what is so critical with this population. You cannot expect them to go all the way out to public health on Del Remedio, take a bus, leave their shopping cart full of things and access our public health system. We learned that early on. We are their public health system.
Because of the Neighborhood Navigation Center, Doctors Without Walls is able to be more accessible to those most in need because it is an established location people can depend on. They don't have to choose one service over another based on times and locations. They have a one-stop shop to get everything they need.
They have the Showers of Blessings, which is about 5 days a week. There are about 4 different sites, and one site is twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. But the others are only once a week. And the homeless can get a hot shower. And it's been going on down here in Santa Barbara for about 5 years now. For a year, it was only out in the Isla Vista area. But it was started by a pastor in the Goleta area who just went and asked the homeless, what do you really need? What are the major things that are needed? And they basically told them that they wanted something to do. They wanted someone to realize what was needed for them, and they wanted to be able to be cleaned up. So the Showers offers a couple of those items by giving the homeless a chance to volunteer and work with the Showers to gain experience and feel useful. And it makes them feel better once they come out and have had a hot shower and can put on clean clothes. There's donations of underwear, brand new underwear, and towels are washed constantly by volunteers. And people just feel better after getting cleaned up and knowing that they're wanted and have someone to talk to if they're having a bad day.
Wade Volk, a point person for Showers of Blessings, who makes sure the organization runs successfully, is actually someone who previously in his life had benefited from their services.
I actually was a shower guest at one time, initially when they first came to Santa Barbara 5 years ago. I was couch surfing, and it looked like a good opportunity where I wouldn't have to inconvenience, the person that I was a guest with. And so then I volunteered right away and became almost overnight involved with the project. So for over 5 years, I've been involved in one way, shape, or form.
Showers of Blessings plays a crucial role in the process of getting people off the streets, because many people depend on them to look presentable for their jobs, in which Showers of Blessings helps them get.
The Showers not only restores human dignity, it transforms lives. So we have 2 people right now that have been experienced homelessness and now are in temporary housing and working for us as a wage.
Providing simple showers and basic toiletries are crucial details that people need to start their journey from homelessness.
Everybody gets a new pair of underwear, a new pair of socks, and we've got donors that just provide those year after year. Everybody gets a meal that's provided in different ways from different organizations and volunteers. Everybody gets toiletries and things that they need just for personal care, and services. We usually have somebody from one of the services, that's connected with ACT, that comes and talks to people. There's almost always a nurse here checking in with people. So there's services and that collegiality, just talking to people and getting clean.
Circling back to our conversations with Courtney, someone who has overcome homelessness, is proof of how effective all these organizations can be when they all collaborate. By working together, more people can be helped in an efficient manner that hasn't been seen before in Santa Barbara.
The Showers, I've worked with SB ACT and the Doctors Without Walls. I've worked with just about every other group here in the park, and they all know me, and it's like anybody would give a recommendation for me.